Alright.
Stop rushing into things. Just calm down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is it. Time your attacks with mine.
Right.
Man, this would have been such a good opportunity for them to have a showtime between Akechi and Kasumi right here. I wonder if that was their plan even, but then maybe as development neared the end, they were like, oh, we don't have time for that one last showtime. But it's, we'll see as we go here, but every character in the game has words. Every character in the game has 2 showtimes, except for Akechi and Kasumi, who both only have 1. So it just doesn't make any sense that they didn't have Akechi and Kasumi have a showtime with one another, because it would have made it all the numbers would have worked out perfectly.
You're mine.
You're mine. Okay, never mind.
Brute force won't do anything here.
Are you actually immune to light?
This is my soul. That was just practice.
Oh, they have dodge bless. Why do you have dodge bless when you're not weak to bless? What about guns? Alright. Ow. Get rejected? I've been inflicted with despair? Never mind, I got over it. Man, I'm really suffering from depression. Oh, gee, that's rough, buddy. Have you considered getting over it? Oh, I'm better. Your advice worked. Oh, you didn't die.
I'll break them.
I'm gonna break them.
Powerful and immune to curse attacks.
Immune to curse and physical. That is unfortunate. Unfortunate. What does Tactical Spirit do? May decrease SP cost of allies' support skills by half. Very interesting, especially for Loki.
That should do.
Get debilitated, idiot. Hey, dodge that.
Nice move, Yoshizawa.
Easy. I don't know what you're weak to, but I don't care anymore. Psycho Force. I'm amazed you lived.
Victory is ours.
Easy. Joker has 0? Joker has 0 what?
Such a fool, rejecting our Lord's mercy.
Oh, that's why the shadow didn't vanish, is because he's right here to have a chat.
In that case, witness it for yourself.
Now what?
Oh, wow. The crowd is going wild. Their cheers are shaking the stadium to welcome a new heroine to the world of competitive gymnastics.
Huh?
Thank you so much. I'm simply thrilled with the results I had today. Your performance exceeded anything seen before in the junior class. It was absolutely stunning. But you'll be entering high school soon. Will that impact your career in gymnastics? Oh, I have no intentions of stopping. It's my dream to compete and win at the international level. How wonderful. One last question. Is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out while you have the chance? My younger sister. She should be here in the stadium.
What?
Oh, there she is. Sumire. Sumire, I did it! Both of us have the same dream, to be international champions.
Stop.
Let's make it come true, Sumire. Together.
Stop it!
Yoshizawa-san, you're
I really hope this helped you understand.
a man's voice.
If you keep pushing on like this, you're going to find nothing but heartache. Please, won't you stop fighting this and just return to the current reality?
Nothing but heartache, huh? I don't understand what you're saying, but I have no intention of leaving now.
We are in agreement there. We also refuse to do as you say. Now why don't you drop the big voice behind the curtain act and face us directly?
As you wish. Head on down. I'll meet you there.
He agreed to that much more readily than I expected. Perhaps the palace's ruler really will make his appearance.
Kasumi, are you okay?
Thanks for your concern. But I'm fine, really. Let's go.
Kasumi Yoshizawa, eh?
Akechi put this together lickety-split. Detective Prince indeed. Whoop!
I'll reveal your true form.
Take over! Bullet hail? Nice. Killer teddy bear? I've really never gotten bugs before. Hey, get teched, idiots.
Got a 2-for-1 deal there.
I sure did, buddy.
Do it. All right.
Ready to go.
I love Kasumi's baton pass.
All enemies wiped out. Pretty damn good, Yoshizawa-san.
I'm gonna miss the Akechi nav when we lose it.
They were too weak to be a threat.
I wish you could just set Akechi to be the nav for the rest of the game. Alright, nothing will go wrong down here, chat.
Is he this palace's...
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
Dr. Maruki?
Glad to see you're all doing well. I pretty much figured that you would end up infiltrating this place. Truth be told, this isn't how I was hoping we would meet again.
Dr. Maruki, you're the ruler of this palace?
Whoever could have expected that it would be him when he was introduced as a new royal character?
Palace?
A place where distorted desires manifest. We're asking if you're the source of the desires here.
Ah, I see. Well, to use your own words, yes, I am this palace's ruler. But in my case, it seems a tad different from the ones you've seen.
Would we also be correct in believing that you're involved in the abnormalities outside the palace as well?
Yes, you would. Do you like the reality I created for you?
You created it?
That's right. I've gained the power to alter reality, to make it whatever the people wish for.
I didn't wish for this.
Is that how you really feel? The old reality was cruel and unfair.
Yeah, welcome to existing, bro. Get over it.
The truth is, Yoshizawa-san suffers immense pain each and every time she taps into her forgotten past.
My... past? Dr. Maruki? What do you mean? What's happened to me?
All right. I had honestly hoped that all those warnings you were given would change your minds. But if it's your true desire, then I want you to recall who you really are. And I want you two to learn as well. Once you have, you'll need to choose between the two realities. The merciless one, or the one I've formed.
That's... Today was brutal, huh? Oh. Feeling okay? It's not that. Why am I doing so bad? I keep messing up my routine. Your growth spurts just changed your eye level. You'll get used to it. Look, you're as tall as I am now. We practice the same amount. But you're the one who always gets first place. I can't catch up to you, Kasumi. You know why? Because it's my right as the elder sister.
We're in the same grade, though.
Oh, don't be so down. We'll reach the top of the world together. That's our dream, right?
You don't get it.
Huh?
You'll never understand how I feel.
What?
Kasumi, if I were like you, things would be so much better.
Hey, wait up!
Kasumi's the one that people want.
Look where you're going! The light's red! Hey!
The talented one who can reach the top of the world.
Sumire, stop! Listen to me! Sumire!
What? Kasumi.
Who undid your bow? Man, you can really tell that Maruki has the best interests of everyone at heart by forcing someone to relive one of the most traumatic experiences of their life that they've forgotten about until just now.
Seems you remembered.
That's not remembering, you just showed her. That's not remembering. Hello?
That's right. I'm...
But the Joker just picks up the bow like, hey, you dropped this? Kasumi.
Kasumi? No, that's not right. I'm not Kasumi.
The girl named Kasumi Yoshizawa is currently deceased.
Yo, so we've already seen, because Wakaba is alive, that now that Maruki has his magical powers, he can bring people back from the dead? What's the holdup, dude? Why not just bring Kasumi back to life? You can do whatever the heck you want, apparently.
It was last spring, before I started at Shujin.
Over here, Maruki's like, oh, hey, I can bring people back to life now. I guess I can bring Kasumi back to life to make Sumire happy? I'm just gonna keep letting Sumire believe that she is Kasumi. It's been working so far.
We were walking home from practice. It happened right there, on that street in the video. I wasn't looking where I was going. And Kasumi, she protected me from the car.
Protected you from the car like the car came out of nowhere and attacked you? You ran a red light.
I was saved by Kasumi. I robbed her of her dreams, and even her life. I'm her younger sister, Sumire Yoshizawa.
Sumire has grown on me as a name. I still think Kasumi is the better name between the two of them, though. I remember when I first played this 3 years ago, I was adamant, like, I'm just going to keep calling her Kasumi because it's the better name. And I'll probably still call her Kasumi every now and then without thinking about it, but the name Sumire has grown on me.
I'll take over from here. After all, I do play a part in this story.
Yeah, ever since the Royal, yes.
Her real name is Sumire Yoshizawa. She's Kasumi-san's younger sister.
She just said that. What kind of... This is like an anime flashback moment of, hey, we just told you this, but now we're going to tell you it again.
But for months now, she's only seen herself as being Kasumi Yoshizawa, her deceased elder sister. Of course, it was only her cognition of herself that changed, so to the people around her, she was still Sumire-san,
For some reason, though, there were a few rare exceptions to this. Did something happen to make you believe she was Kasumi-san?
Seems to be a Shujin Academy pocketbook. The name Kasumi Yoshizawa is written inside. I guess this is a neat callback, but also this seems incredibly unnecessary. Like, it could have just been like, yeah, she introduced herself as Kasumi, and so I called her Kasumi.
It appears you were clueless, but she was Sumire Yoshizawa from the start. However, when we watched that other video, she gave her name as Kasumi Yoshizawa. Considering such an odd claim, I'd actually suspected for a moment that she was the palace ruler.
That would have been crazy. Imagine Akechi came to the determination, they're like, you know what? 50-50 odds? I bet she is the palace ruler. And then he just, like, shot her in the back immediately, like, you know, maybe it'll fix everything.
After Kasumi died, but before I started at Shujin, I received counseling from Dr. Maruki. That was when I told him. If Kasumi is gone, and can't make her dream come true, then I want to become Kasumi, so I can turn her dream into reality for her.
Little creepy, not gonna lie.
So that's why you meddled with her cognition? For her own wishes?
That's right. Limited as it was, I already had the power at the time to actualize her wish.
How?
Put yourselves in her shoes for a moment. Sumire-san's older sister died from protecting her. Imagine surviving such a dismal tragedy.
That is rough. I'm not gonna, like, try and diminish that in any way, shape, or form. That's really difficult. That is hard, and I feel for anyone that has to go through it. Messing with their brain to make them think they're another person? Probably not the best call. Probably not the smartest thing I've ever seen.
Who would be able to cope with that survivor's guilt, let alone heal from the emotional scarring that she's suffered? If Sumire-san can live a healthy, positive life by becoming Kasumi-san, then I believe that reality is what would make her happy.
You know, life's not all sunshine and roses, Maruki. That's where you've made your fatal flaw. Sometimes everything just ain't all happiness. You gotta have the bad to have the good, etc., etc.
I've had enough of your high and mighty rationalization.
This is another reason I just love Akechi as a character, is because the game obviously, and I understand why the game frames it this way, because you try and make your villain sympathetic, or try and make the player, like, think both ways or whatever, or like, oh, I can see where he's coming from, etc. But Akechi in the third semester is so unapologetically, Maruki, you're full of garbage. You're a worthless piece of trash, and your thought process is stupid, and I love it.
All you really did was use her to try and make everyone acknowledge the validity of your research.
So that's how you see things, huh? That's quite unfortunate.
It's quite unfortunate that you're smarter than everyone else here, Akechi-kun.
Of course I wanted society to acknowledge cognitive science through my research. But that's because my goal is to save everyone in the world like Yoshizawa-san by ending all suffering. My work will convert the wishes of the people into reality. Even as we speak, my research is coming to fruition. No one will ever have to suffer again under the yoke of an unfair world. This palace, you called it? It's a place where its ruler's desires take physical form, yes? I wish to utilize my research to save humanity. I suppose that would be the desire I hold dearest.
What total nonsense.
You could very well be right.
He is.
Still, I'm entirely serious about changing our imperfect reality. Just as she was saved by becoming Kasumi, I'll save every other person in the world currently suffering. In fact, it's my responsibility to do so. You can see how this world's bestowed the duty upon me.
Is that truly salvation?
The cruelties of history will vanish, and everyone will live their lives just as they've always dreamed them to be. If you don't call that salvation, then what would it be?
You assume we'll buy into your brainwashing and just live in the palm of your hand. Honestly, that sounds absolutely revolting.
Alright, so that's your answer, Akechi-kun. How about the others? Yoshizawa-san, allow me to ask you yet again.
You have, like, a doctorate in psychology, right? Like, you went to college for psychology? I went to college for psychology as well. I only got my bachelor's degree. They call him Dr. Maruki. He must have a PhD, which means he did even more schooling than I did when it comes to psychology. And even with my lesser schooling, I'm well aware that Sumire is in no earthly position to give an applicable answer. She is far too emotionally compromised at both this moment and in general to answer this question in any way, shape, or form.
Which reality is it that you wish to inhabit?
Anyone with a doctorate in psychology would realize that this question is pointless at the given moment.
If you so desire, you can return to your life as Sumire. But if you'd rather continue your life as Kasumi, I can grant that wish for you as well.
Dr. Maruki...
Maruki is actually a janitor that pretends to be a counselor. I believe it. Don't be manipulated by this scumbag.
It's impossible. I'm sorry, Senpai. I can't go back to being her.
I don't know how to tell you this, but you are Sumire. Even if you pretend to be Kasumi, you're still not Kasumi. You're still just Sumire.
I can't be the one who led her sister to her death.
But you are! I mean, not really. It wasn't your fault, like, realistically. I mean, it was your fault for running the red light, but there is no way you could have known.
Please don't judge her.
I'm judging her. I'm mostly judging you, moron.
This is just evidence of how painful life is for her.
I'm mostly judging Atlus for not looping this oast properly.
You two sensed doubts forming in the reality I manifested. That's what brought you here. But please, remember this as well. You two aren't excluded from the people that I wish to save. Come now. Won't you accept my reality for your own happiness?
Akechi, get the gun. I'll find my own happiness.
No deal so far, huh?
No deal, period.